Good.
Good morning, Crossroad Kids Church, and welcome to my very first Chef Antonio cooking show. You know, I was sitting around watching the TV the other day, and I got to seeing all of these different chefs with their own TV shows, and I said to myself, you know, Chef Antonio, you need to have your own Chef Antonio show now. And I said, really? And I said, yeah, you know, you could do that. And I said, really? I said, yeah. You know, you like to cook a food and you know how to, right? I said, well, yes, I know. I'm a chef. And, you know, number two, you cook a food that people like to eat, right? And I said, well, yeah, if I didn't, I wouldn't be a good chef. And three, I already have a chef name, so yes, that's a good also. And then number four, I always love to create the things in the kitchen. So, you know, here we are. We're going to make the very first cooking show, Chef Antonio, right here for you at the Route to 35 Kids at Crossroads Church. So, you know, all of these talk shows where they're talking food and such, they always have a good story to go along with their meal. So I'm going to tell you a story now. Now this story, it does not start off like a once upon a time, long ago and far away. No. This is a true story. This story is from the Bible, God's holy word. And you know what? This story is in the very, very beginning of the Bible, and it's about a creation. Like God, I like to create things. So he is going to create the things too. You know, it goes like this. And what you got to do is after God finishes something, he says, when it was finished, we say, and it was a good. So, here we go. The first is try. On the first day, God, he created a light. So he could see what he was doing. And when he was finished, it was a good. Did you say it? Okay. We do it again. On the second day, God created the sky and the oceans. And when he was finished, he said, and it was a good. Very good. I think you got this now. On day 3, God, he created a land. So we'd have some place to walk around. And we wouldn't be swimming with you know who. Guess what? When he said it was done and finished, he said, it's a good. Now, on day 4, God made it the sun, the moon, and the stars. And you know why he did that? So we would know the difference between night and day. And when he was finished, he said, it was good. Very good. On day 5, he made the birds to do their thing in the air. That's right, they fly. And the fishes, yes, they go down and they swim in the ocean. And when he was finished, he said it was a good. Now, on the 6th day, he created all of the animals and the creatures running around on the land. And he also created me and you. That's right. The first people, and those people were actually, their names were Adam and Eve. And when he was finished, he said it was a good. Now, finally, on the 7th day, he said, woof, I'm tired, I'm going to rest. And on the 7th day, he rested. Now, that's my story for now. But you know what? I want to talk to you about something else. I want to talk to you about all of the good people that are working and are being down at a Crossroad Church. Now, I met some really good people down there. I want to tell you, there's a Pastor Ben, and there's a Miss Jean, and the head honcho down there, his name is Pastor Matt Thrasher. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy who always looks like he needs to shave. Not nearly as bad as me, but you know. At any rate, I met another lady down there, and you already know her. Her name was Mama Lovin', and she makes the bestest, most greatest tasting lollipops you've ever had. Yes, sir? No? Yes? No? Yes? Yes, you does. You tasted them, you know. And I tell you what, there's one more guy down there at the Crossroads Church. His name His name is a Vinny. No, wait a minute. Davy? No, I get it. His name was Adventure Dave. Now, Adventure Dave, he's a wild and crazy guy, and he's kind of got a funny accent. I know, because I got a funny accent too. But his is a lot different from mine. Now listen, when I met Adventure Dave, he was running around finding the clues like a Scooby-Doo, and he was on some kind of mysterious challenge. And I said, hey, Adventure Dave, what are you doing? He says, I'm out having fun, looking for clues. I said, oh. He said, hey, are you a chef? I said, yes, I'm not wearing this silly hat for no reason at all. He says, hey, I'm kind of hungry. Can you make my favorite meal? And I said, well, I don't know. What is your favorite meal? You would Adventure Davy. You've been all over the world. You could have been eating anything. He said, no. My favorite meal is a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. I said, really? He said, yes. I said, well, why is a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich your favorite meal? He said, well, the peanut butter is a P-A-B, like a Pastor Ben. I said, oh, okay, I get it. I said, but what about the jelly? He said, well, the jelly eats like a Mrs. Jenny. She's just so sweet. I said, oh, okay, I get it. I make you a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich because it reminds you of a Pastor Ben and Mrs. Jenny. But you know, I'm going to make that very same thing for him today so he can have it next week when he comes back to you at your church. But I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to use my creative juices and make it a little bit better. So, you know, what do you got to have to make a peanut butter and a jelly sandwich? You got to have a bread. You know, this reminds me of a joke. I'll tell you real quick. A guy says, hey, do you know how to make a jam sandwich? And I said, yes, I sure do. You take one piece of bread with another piece of bread and you jam them together. Okay, so to make our sandwich, we got to use these same two pieces of bread. We put them together and we put them into the pot. Okay, that's good. Now we got our bread. What else do we need? We need our peanut butter. So we put that down in there as well. And the next thing we have to have is the jelly. Mrs. Jenny, right? Yes, we put that down in there as well, and that's good. Oh, and then we have our most creative thing. I like to have a little bit of crunch on my peanut butter and a jelly sandwich. And here's my secret. I'm going to use the Goldfish crackers. They are vanilla cupcake flavor. Oh, these are so good. You know, I was trying these the other day, and I tried them some more, and I tried them, and oh no. I think I tried one or too many. Let's just see. What else can we do? I don't know if I have anything else that's a crunchy. The apple I want to quite to do. The grapes I want to do good either. I need another fishy to put in my pot to make them my special. I tell you what. I got some fish right here. These are fishes. These are sardines. Yes, that makes it extra special. So we're going to put them down in here into our special, and we're going to give it a good stir. Yes, we stir it to the left. Oh, we stir it to the right. It's going to be good, let me tell you. I know about a good. Yes, sir? No? Yes, sir? No? It's going to be good. Trust me. Yes, sir. Okay, so we stir this around, and you know what? This is a crazy. This Adventure Dave guy, you know, he's always looking for the clues. Guess what I find in my pot. You know, Adventure Dave, I think this clue is for you. And you know what else? I think this extra special sandwich I made it just for you. It's for you too also. Now listen, we got to make sure that Adventure Dave gets his clue, and it's a sandwich I made especially for him the next time you see him. Now, it's a time for me to go. The show's over. We took up way too much time already. So I just want to say one more time, hey, eat a good with Chef Antonio. Bye-bye, everybody. Arrivederci. I'll see you next time. Adios. Goodbye.